viewers, this is a program we call Ukoha Speaks. In Ukoha Speaks, we look at the projects and activities of the Honorable Member representing Arochukwu State Constituency in the Abia State House of Assembly, the person of Honorable Dr. Mike Ukoha. This program will x-ray his activities, x-ray his projects, x-ray his achievement, and also enable him to tell the people the way forward as regards 2023 moving forward. With me in the studio today in this program is the man himself, the big masquerade himself, the strong politician with a human face who hails from Arochukwu State Constituency. I have with me the person of Honorable Dr. Mike Ukoha. Honorable.
Thank you for having me.
Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Honorable, we are on this program to discuss so many things about you and what you have done as representing your people. You've been in the House of Assembly for a little while now, and I know you have done so much for your people. But before we go on with this interaction, are there other things I didn't capture in the introduction, which you would like to capture in your introduction?
Well, I think so. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
My very good friend, Mr. Emenike. Yes, I'm the minority whip in the House of Assembly. That's what you missed anyway. That's my title.
Okay, yes, he's the minority whip in the Abia State House of Assembly. Then moving forward, it's not been good experience for so many people who left the comfort of their home outside the shores of this country and coming back to play politics in Nigeria. There are some of them who have had bitter lessons who and also pleasant for them. There are some of them who have come, tried it before, and went back home and said they're not going to come back again. How has it been for you? Have you been able to transmit from staying there and being comfortable doing politics here? Of course, it shows as though you are now in tune with the activities. How's it been?
Well, it's been a very mixed feelings, in the sense that I've been out of this country. I've lived my adult life in the United States. But while in the United States, I followed the Nigerian politics, especially Abia State. And then I've been in business in Nigerian environment, which I had a lot of frustrations. Based on that, I decided that I should come in and render my own quota in trying to make things work. And since arrival in 2018, it's been a wonderful experience. And I want to share that experience with my constituents. I want to thank them. I've enjoyed numerous supports, and then they have seen something different because I come with that different experience, and they have seen something better, and they are fully happy with my performance. And then I thank God for giving me that wonderful opportunity to render my services.
Okay, we have heard the experience of Honorable Dr. Mike Ukoha. Of course, the Honorable Member representing Arochukwu State Constituency in the Abia State House of Assembly. He has said that the experience has been sweet and also a little rough, but then he thanks his constituents for supporting him and standing by him. With your experience, would you encourage other Abians, other Nigerians who are staying abroad in America and other parts of Europe to also think home and look for how to contribute in the development of their communities and their state and this country?
Yes, I'm a very serious advocate for Nigerians and Abians in particular to look back homeward, because there is a lot of things they can do. And based on that particular experience, I'm the one that sponsored the Abians Intersperse Commission to encourage Abians that live outside the shores of Nigeria to come back and render their quota. There's a lot we can gain from them. I have a lot of them, my friends, who are experts in several fields. And we need them in terms of job creation, in terms of manufacturing, in terms of policy development. There's a huge opportunity for Abians in Diaspora to come in. And we are making it enabling environment for them to come in. For example, the governor signed the bill into law, and there is a commission that is for Abians in Diaspora, so that they will not have that frustrating experience. You deal with the commission, and the acting executive secretary is also a diasporan, so he understands the language. So I encourage all Abians to look homeward and render the quota in the economic development of Abia State and Nigeria in general.
Okay, you've brought up this issue of that particular diaspora law. That is a law that the governor of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Victor Ibazu, signed himself, and it seems as if it is the few laws he has assented to, apart from the budget, which is a good one. And let me ask, before we go into other issues, why that law? Why that law? What motivated you to go to push that law, and what are the benefits in that particular law?
The motivation came as a result of my own personal experience, which I said I ran into a lot of frustration, because when you come into Nigeria, for example, there are medical doctors who want to establish good quality hospitals in Abia State or in Umuahia or in Nigeria. But when you refer them to ministries and they submit their proposals, sometimes proposals are lost. Sometimes they know that you're just going to spend a week or two and go back to your place of residence. There's a frustration, come today and come tomorrow. But now that frustration is entirely eliminated, because you don't need to even visit Nigeria. You send in that proposal electronically to the acting executive director, and then they will review it, and if they find merit in that vision, they will invite you. You don't need to visit Nigeria because you want to establish a manufacturer. For example, now I have a colleague of mine who wants to put in a manufacturing business to produce pipes, waste pipes. And he's almost 90% completion. But he has a lot of frustration along the line. That manufacturing industry would create jobs. When we talk about youth, a lot of Abians can even establish industries to engage our youth. So we need to encourage them to come back. And we need to create that enabling environment, not to frustrate them, but make it comfortable for them to do business within the states.
Okay, we are still in the studio in the program we call Ukoha Speaks, and this program we x-ray the activities of the honorable member representing Arochukwu State Constituency. We look at his achievements, the laws he has pushed, what has his representation be for his people, and then 2023. So let's move into discussing some key issues now. Of course, we know that the core assignment of the House of Assembly member is lawmaking, representation, and oversight functions. So let's start with the lawmaking. For these 3 years you've been in the House of Assembly, you've obviously talked about the diaspora bill. What has been your achievements in lawmaking in Abia State House of Assembly?
Well, one law is already in existence and is already in action. I'm currently working on a second one, and I'm very happy to announce to my good people of Arochukwu that I have submitted another bill to establish the Abia State University of Technology and Education. This is going to be a university in Arochukwu, and I'm happy to also announce that we have gone through the first reading of that law, of that bill, and I hope that my colleagues will see the merit in putting that law, that bill into law, and I believe the governor, as always, will assent to that once we are ready. Let me just point out, when that bill is signed into law, it's going to change our community, Arochukwu, especially the major 5 clans. One, there will be a faculty of entrepreneurship where our youths will acquire the necessary skills. We don't want you to have Dogo-Trenchi degrees that you are not going to be of use to a community. We're going to have a welding department. We're going to have fashion, so that we give you the necessary background in English language, in accounting, but your focus will be welding. So there will be a faculty of entrepreneurship. And as you know, the federal rep is working on entrepreneurship bank. So this law is going to be very beneficial to many of our Abian youths. So that when you graduate from this University of Technology and Education, you have access to money through the entrepreneurship Development Bank. So I am representing the people well. I'm doing my own quota. In addition to this law, I've also co-sponsored other laws with my colleagues. I have also moved a couple of motions. Currently, our senator is working or attracted the Uburi Attorney Road. I am the one that moved the first motion at the House that brought the attention of NUMAP and ABROMA. And on that note, a detailed drainage study was done. And I'm happy to also, I want to use this opportunity to thank the governor for looking into that motion and ordering NUMAP and ABROMA to do that needful. Also, let me thank our able distinguished senator for using that study and making a presentation and capturing that road into the 2021 budget. And as I speak to my people, that construction is ongoing. And it's a marvelous work that will stand the test of time. So thank you, my good people, for the support. And thank you, our distinguished senator, Dr. Ukoha.
Okay, we're still on the program Ukoha Speaks. Just like I said earlier on, this is a program where we x-ray the activities, the achievements, the laws, the representations of Honorable Dr. Mike Ukoha. We're still in the studio with him. I will be discussing more. This interaction is to enlighten you and expose to you those things which he has been able to achieve that will enable you to make up your mind for where to vote come 2023. On this note, Honorable, this is not going to be our last interaction. We'll be interacting more. But I want you to look at the camera and tell the Arochukwu man and woman, the constituents, why they should keep trusting in Mike Ukoha, why they should keep standing behind you, and why they should support you as 2023 draws near.
To the very good people of Arochukwu constituency, I love you, I respect you people. I have done so much. Compare your previous experiences with my activities. You will agree with me that you have never had it so good. I appeal to you at this moment to support me because I am the best candidate among the contestants. Other contestants have no record. My records are there. You can see it, you can feel it, you can discuss it. So I am appealing to you. Give me the opportunity to finish the good work we have collectively started. Thank you.
This is where we are going to stop in this first edition of Ukoha Speaks, a program where we x-ray the projects, the representations, and the activity of Honorable Mike Ukoha, the Honorable Member representing Arochukwu State Constituency. My name remains Emenike Iroebu, the anchor of the show. Thank you and God bless.